Find it again. You ready? I'm under it. You hear it? Find the center and it just cuts. Who knows about the third law? Can't make the inside bigger than the outside?
The inside bigger than the outside?
Yeah. So you have to measure.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to waste some of the outside. You may not think so, but I actually am going to end up with an object here.
Anthony, what's your opinion of the Richard Raffin method of
That hollowing?
hollowing? Yeah.
You know, if I'd had the guts, I'd have done it. I've done it before, but it's precarious for me. I tend to
It's scary.
I tend to keep the front of my tool a little more pointed than he does. His is fairly flat, and it's a rowing motion like that. Right? Yeah. I've done it, but you don't do it up here, maybe. I don't know. Trying to make the bottom a little round. There we go. Okay. And there's no more, what do you call that? Burr on that tool. And so what I'm going to do is I have a freshly sharpened tool here. And hopefully, real lightly, I can eliminate as much sanding as possible. Probably only good for a couple of cuts, and then the burr's gone. Okay.
How's the best way to get a good burr on a tool like that?
Just grind it. It's automatic. What I have discovered is if you use one of the finer CBN wheels and use it beyond its life expectancy so that it's just kind of metal, and then try to grind something, it will actually put a great big, you know, like a jester's shoes have the big long toes with a bell on them. It'll do that to your tool and it won't cut worth stink. Okay. So here's the planing cut. It's going to take off here shortly. Got shavings inside, and they are okay, that's good. Now I can feel it. who knows what a G-haw stick is? You know, you spins, you go G, and it goes spins one way. Ha. Well, when I go left, it slows it down. When I go right, it speeds up. As long as you're on the bevel, you get to take your time, make the cut you want. Let's get a little more room. Cut fast, stand slow. I know I should have brought some 150.
180.
Pretty close. I don't know what this is. I'm close enough. This is 220.
I've heard it said that you can actually ride the bevel too hard and burnish the wood.
Certainly. Of course. In fact, if you're riding the bevel, you cannot avoid burnishing. You know, a freshly cut surface, no matter what you cut it with, won't take a finish well. It'll show those marks. And so you may, even if the most skilled guy, he doesn't have any torn grain, and let's say he minimizes the changes in evolution, so there's no elevation, so there's no lines, he still has variations in pressure, and the finish doesn't soak in. Yeah. Let's see how we're doing here. Still got a little burn mark over here. This isn't the ring tool I thought I had. Normally I make 1/4-inch rings, is that it? But this is the one from the Christmas party. We were making a race, you know, we were supposed to make goblets. And so I figured a technological change and a captive ring on one of those goblets would be a winner. So it worked pretty well. But I didn't want to risk breaking it, so I took a bigger ring cutter. And I thought that would have gone off. There we go. Now I've got the very, very center of the ring doesn't cut, right? So there's a little ridge, and it's all ingrained, so it breaks off real easy. And that's what I'm doing now. Okay. That's just because it's nervous. It's never been a ring before. Considered putting 2 on. Uh-oh. That's the dreaded catch to the side, right? Remember when I was down here and I put the tool rest on an angle? That's to avoid that. Won't tell anybody, right? You didn't film this, did you?
No.
Okay. What? Okay, so how do you sand one of these things? That's the real question now, huh? I'm going to bring some tape here. Put it on my sandpaper. Should have used smaller sandpaper. And that's how you sand the inside of the ring. That's ingenious. And if this weren't a demo, you know, you'd start with 150 or something, 220, 400. You notice I have to keep it spinning, right? Otherwise you wear a hole. The distance here and the changes in the ID of the ring and the OD of the chalice stand or the goblet stand, that determines how far you how far you can. You gotta lean it sideways and get around, finally end up with a flat bottom. Lean it the other way. Okay, so it's probably not done sanding, but you get the idea, huh? that inside looks like. There's something interesting. I don't remember how long it's been, but I bet it's close to 30 years ago. I decided, oh, I'm going to make a goblet you can drink out of. And I tried everything. I got every finish you could think of, and I put them on a piece of wood, and I put 80 proof bourbon on it, and came back 48 hours later and see if it left a mark, and I didn't find anything that worked. I eventually settled on something. I think it was probably General Salad Bowl finish or something like that. And waited 2 years. I mean, this is not a short-term project here, right? 2 years, and then you put something in it and leave it for half an hour, and you can still taste the finish. You can still taste the plastic. And so eventually what I did, I actually made some goblets for use, and I haven't drank out of it, I guess, so that's probably the final test there. But what I did was I used epoxy, and mixed up, 2-part epoxy, mix it up, put it in with a rag, and then you wipe it out completely, so it's just smooth. And I did it 3 times, so I ended up with 3 coats. Should have brought it. It's fun. It's really pretty. It's a piece of Paduke that I got as a part of a pallet, a shipping pallet, and so it's a little redder than most of the Paduke I've seen. I have to wiggle this. That's too scary to me.
Just use a regular 5-minute epoxy.
Well, I used the longer one, but yeah. Yeah. T88, is that what it's called? Yeah. Yeah. And it's just plastic, right?
Did you try CA?
3X. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry, I didn't see who was speaking.
Did you try CA?
Oh, yeah.
That didn't work either.
No. CA has no flexibility.
There's one called Mercury Flex
Right.
now, but I haven't tried it.
Right. Well, I tell you now, kingdom for calipers. Oh, we got all the room in the world. Sorry.
That was a lesson, right?
What?
That was a lesson.
Yes, what is it?
You didn't put the bevel on.
ABC.
What?
ABC. Yeah, you didn't put the bevel on.
No, it's an unguarded moment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I mean really, when you teach, people, they don't learn that, or I mean they don't learn it immediately. So I think we're going to have, well, it's a good thing I'm making what I am instead of what you think I am. Holy. We got going here. Okay. This tool's getting a little dull. If I put my final finish on here. The vibrating is a consequence of me just having knocked it a little bit loose, a little cattywampus. So I can't go back.
Cattywampus. That's kind of a technical term.
It is a technical term. I was going to put a gouge there, but I just decided not to. It's a short piece of material. Okay, we better do it now. So can I have an assistant from the audience, please? I'm serious. Oh, good. You just stand right here and hold. No, you. So, yeah, don't let it spin. And so, remember I said it's a good thing I'm making what I am instead of. I've never done this before, so bear with me. We're done.
There is a spindle lock.
What?
There is a spindle lock.
Yeah, but it still requires an extra hand, doesn't it?
No.
That's right there on it.
Oh, well, see.
It's called audience participation.
So, there's a scoop.
Nobody else is this.
It's a snitch.
There's a stand for my sphere.
What
What do you think? And so, in the past, what I've done is you take it to a belt sander. You take the end off a belt sander and just shape it. It's almost the only thing I've ever made and used a scoop. I use it with my cat food. I don't think that worked real well. Of course, it may have been user error.
I think it was a guy holding the blade. He didn't hold it.
Is that what it was?
Way to go, Larry.
Yeah, well. Go ahead and tell me the story. I was married for 25 years.
There you
I needed to do it.
I don't have any more to say.
Good job.
Any questions?
Yeah.